What's up, everybody out there? Hope everybody having a good day out there. Y'all from work at home, relaxing and everything. Listen, guys, we got a story for you today that I found. It actually made my day, and it actually gave me a little hope for us as a people.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
definitely, definitely hope.
Definitely
It
hope.
gave hope. Yeah.
All right, guys, listen, y'all. I want y'all to look at this video. Pay attention to it, okay? And then, of course, me and Dan are going to talk about it on the other side. All right?
Save a black man's life by responding in this way. Here's the first video.
What's going on? I'm so confused. Like, what are they even talking about? Tell me everything. You need to make sure you don't have a gun. I don't have no weapon, sir.
He's holding a phone.
I have no weapon. This is a speaker. I don't have anything on me.
And walk towards us.
These guys don't have anything on me. I have nothing. What?
He's not holding a gun. I'm afraid of
The person? What are you talking about?
We're much more scared of the police in this situation than this guy. Can you guys calm down? Calm the down.
He has
He has nothing on him.
I have nothing on
He
me.
has nothing on him.
I don't have anything. What are they talking about, Mom? I didn't even do it.
These beautiful people, they stood up. They saw what was happening, and they saw the potential of what could have happened. Then a bystander does something amazing. Here it is.
You don't have a gun. Come here with your
I
hands
can't even see anything, man.
I know, I can't see anything either.
You want me to walk up with you, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up with you, okay?
Bro, I'm just getting on the ground. I'm not even walking anywhere, bro. They're aiming guns at me. Calm down, bro. Bro.
Oh, God.
And then the officers get the go-ahead to leave, and they retreat. Here it is.
Now, you guys see these police already got the guns drawn on the man and everything.
They don't care if you have a gun. Oh my God, this is crazy. The community doesn't care because my brother didn't do anything. And they literally just had guns literally aimed at my brother. These cops had guns aimed at my brother. In Seattle, was up to me a flight, I'm leaving tomorrow. Y'all just tried to assassinate my brother, bitch. Talking about shots. Oh, y'all on camera, man.
Walter. Back out.
Let me tell you why these cops left. They left because they clearly saw the man they were about to assault or have adverse engagement with, whatever they wanted to do. They left without that engagement because they clearly saw a community had his back.
Amen.
This is what happens when we are a coalition. This is what happens when we operate in a spirit of unity. This is what happens when we are more concerned about drawing circles rather than drawing lines. Let's put up the picture of that scene that could have ended in a completely different way. It was last Wednesday evening when reports of gunfire and shouting near 12th and Mercer in Seattle led to a tense face-off between bystanders and East Precinct Seattle police, taking aim at a young unarmed, not involved, completely innocent, random black male. Thankfully, as the video shows, the officers decided to retreat as bystanders gathered around the young man. Video of Wednesday's incident sent to CHS after it was recorded around 7 p.m. shows 4 minutes of the short standoff as police took their position of the dark street and one officer aimed his rifle, commanding the upset subject to drop any weapon and get on the ground. The confusing scene continued with police yelling commands as concerned bystanders told the officers to back off. According to East Precinct radio updates, police had been dispatched to the area after 911 caller reported a gunshot and a second caller reported 2 shots along with somebody yelling, "Everybody's going to die." But people at the scene told police there was no shouting and no gun, only a young person in a yellow sweater upset and suffering a crisis. According to radio updates, officers at the scene reported bystanders were actively hindering their response and asked for permission to back down. "We're going to go ahead and disengage," one officer says, confirming the response found no victim and no shell casings in the area, only 20 bystanders with 4 surrounding the subject. Isn't that something? I didn't even know that kind of call existed. So literally, a cop can call back to the precinct to say, "Hey, permission to stand down, too many community people out here." Now, if they were in a black neighborhood, they would have said, "Hey, permission to call in SWAT, the helicopter, and everything we got. We got hostiles in front of us." There's more. The witness who contacted the Capitol Hill Seattle blog said, "I was told by one witness afterwards that the precipitating incident had been the victim slapping the stop sign on the corner." That's it. The stop sign on the corner. The victim told me he had gotten into an argument, went outside to cool off. He was listening to music on his Bluetooth speaker, which is what the cops thought. Oh, that must be a gun. Black man, something in his hand, gun. Okay? He was terrified and sobbing when it was all over, I'm sure.
I don't know about you, Danny, but that made my day, man. You understand me, Danny?
It did.
That made my day. Take off, Dan. I'm gonna go. You go ahead and go ahead first. I'll go after.
Yeah, it definitely made my day. And for those that if you need more background information on it, if you need more understanding on it, so the guy was out there, the black man, black kid, got in an argument with someone. We don't know if it was heated, if it was yelling or whatever like that, but he was a little perturbed. He hit a stop sign. He smacked a stop sign. He's walking to cool himself off from a situation that he was involved in, and he smacked a stop sign. Then the police get a call to that neighborhood that there's some gunshots and some other things going on, and somebody saying that everybody's going to die. But there was other bystanders out there. It was like nobody heard no gunshots, nobody heard anything, and they're telling the police, "Hey, back off." And no, it's not him. It's not the black guy. You have all these people that were out there, and the police come up, and they're the first ones they want to train on is the black guy. Mm-hmm. So, that's where you see like the whole racial profiling and everything like that. And it's like, well, we're going to go straight to the black person, even though there's other people on the street, that are out there with him. So just so happened, everybody decides, hey, and this is where it felt good. It felt good. It felt nice that, other people, white people, and you heard and you definitely saw that those were white people that sat back and said, no, he is not. I'm sorry. He has no gun. He has no weapon. He is out walking down the street, listening to his music. He is not doing anything.
Right.
And it's like the whole neighborhood is out there screaming, he is not doing it. Why are y'all sitting here training your weapon on someone and there's no gunshots, there's nothing? And it's like, I understand the police got to do their part and continue their investigation. But if you have a lot of people out there telling you it's not him, they're not trying to hide him. They're not trying to, do everything. They're like, hey, no, we're not trying to see another black man be killed or shot because y'all it's at night and y'all think he has something. And I'm glad, and it felt good to finally see that, to finally see people coming together saying, no, we're not fixing to have this happen.
Right.
And you're over there escalating the situation because you have your gun trained. Yeah, I understand. I know parts of the law. If you have to walk in, this is just like walking into a war zone or anything like that. If you have to walk in and and somebody says there's gunshots fired, and you don't know where it is, you don't know, you got to be prepared and to look out for yourself. But to pick out one bystander out of all the bystanders that were out there to say that is the perpetrator, unless maybe on the call, maybe whoever made the phone call, which it could have been somebody making a phone call and said, yeah, it was the guy with the yellow jacket walking up and down the street. If that's the reason that he's the suspect, then I hope that was the reason. That's the part we don't know. But at the same time, it just felt nice to see, and it just it just gave me hope that there's more in the community that's like, hey, we're going to sit back and we're going to stand by and say, well, we know, and the white people are obviously like, we know y'all not fixing to shoot us if we walk and go get in the way.
Right.
So yeah, they got in the way because they know that it ain't gonna be no accidental shooting of us.
Right.
So it's like, thank you for those people in the community that sat back and decided to say, we're not fixing to stand and have someone else be wrongfully killed because you think somebody has a weapon.
Right.
Thank you.
Man, Danny, I could not, damn it, agree with you more, man. When I seen this video, y'all, I'm like, wow, let me tell you something. To my white people who was in that video, like Danny just said, thank you guys. Thank you guys. We need more of you people to, when you see an injustice being done, then step up and say something, do something, okay? Because an injustice somewhere is an injustice everywhere, guys. Please remember that. That young black man is still breathing today because of those people who came out that door. White, black. I think I seen a Mexican man out there. The whole community stepped out there. And the biggest thing to me, Danny, was that beautiful white lady who stepped in front of that man and was determined, not today. Not today. If you're gonna shoot him, you're gonna have to shoot me first.
She's like, asked. Oh, well, I thought it was a man. To be honest with you,
no, that was a lady.
Like straight up asked, "Do you want me to walk over there with you?"
Right.
I will walk with you.
Right.
And it's like I'm like, wow, that was just. That touched my heart.
That was awesome, dude. Listen, guys.
Yeah.
Listen to me, y'all. If we could get more of the communities to do that, when you hear some sirens outside, I know in your neighborhoods, you may think when you hear a siren or something, you might want to not go to your windows or look out the door or anything. No, because if not for the people looking out their windows and coming out their doors, most likely that would have been another black dead man, young man on the streets, waiting for his mother to come and identify him at the coroner's office. But it didn't happen. Not this time. She didn't have to go identify her son. Thank you. Thank you. We all have to get in this fight. With some of these dirty polices, now I want you to listen to what I just said. Some. Because every police is not a bad cop.
Yep.
Okay? It's those bad ones that's giving the good ones a bad name.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So, you saw it.
And it's not a call to arms, y'all. This is not a call to arms. This is not we're not saying that, get out there and interfere in a police investigation.
Right.
We're not saying get out there and impede the process, impede a police process or anything like that. But at the same time, it's like, look, they knew, and they're sitting back trying to explain it. And it's like, when the police kept escalating it, or it's like, or trying to de-escalate, they're calling out their commands, but the gun is trained on someone, and it's like everyone out there is saying he does not have a weapon.
Right.
It's like, yes, do it the right way, y'all. We're not gonna sit back and be like, don't get out there and do something stupid.
Right.
And don't I mean, if you see it and you know for a fact, like that woman, that was out there the whole time, knew for a fact that individual, that person was not a suspect. He was not the person that they were looking for. And then they explained it to him later, there was no gunshots.
Right.
Hitting
the stop sign.
They got it. Yeah, it was a hitting of the stop sign. So if y'all know what's going on and you're telling the police, in which someone with the camera went all the way up to go talk to the police, and it's like, yes, that's the thing where it's just like you're protecting the community, and it is not, everyone against all police, but when there's something where it's like, that someone, I mean, a lot of people don't understand what a black man feels like, and I feel it all the time. Anytime I get pulled over, and I'm a veteran. I served my country. There's a whole bunch of things. But anytime I get pulled over, and in my truck, I got tinted windows. All the windows go down. They just straight. As soon as they pull me over, I don't care what it feels like outside. All the windows are going down.
You better.
Why? Because I and that's the thing where it's like a lot of people don't have to feel that. They don't experience that. But when you're just, living while black, and you got to sit back, and all of a sudden, there's an incident that involves the police every day. Anytime there's an incident that the police is pulling me over, I'm nervous. I am nervous for my life.
Hell, you black.
It should not be that way.
You black, Danny. You nervous. Hell, look at my black chocolate hair. I need more nerves than you.
And we should not be feeling that way.
Right.
And that's the thing where it's like, and that's what we want everybody to understand. And I'm glad these people understood it. It's like, it's not fair for people to feel that way. So it's not fair that this guy is sitting back saying straight up, I got my hands in the air. I have no weapons. I'm showing you what I got. I have no weapons. Hands are in the air. And he's like, get down on the ground. He got down on the ground. And it's like, but he's sitting back saying, why are y'all messing with me?
Right.
I'm distraught over the situation that I was just in. Why are you messing with me? I'm not doing anything. I'm walking down the street trying to cool off. And now I get called out to the police. It's a frustrating situation, a frustrating feeling. And again, we're not getting it. We're not telling you get out there and go interfere in the police investigation. But if you can get up there and yes, if you can, appeal to that police officer, however you're going to do it, just like they try to do it. They were doing their best to appeal until she got to the point where it's like, no, I'm going to stand in front.
Right.
So he doesn't get shot.
Right. Because, exactly.
And that's what it took. And that's what she did. We ain't telling y'all to go do what she did, but at the same token, it's like it just felt good. It felt nice.
Man, Danny,
it was great.
And listen, I'm gonna flip this around also. Now, the majority of people who's killed by police are black men. Okay, but listen to me. I don't care what color you are. If you see a white man getting done wrong like that, then stand up and say something. Nobody should have to lose their life to a gun trigger happy police officer. Okay? Yep. This racial shit it's got to stop one day. Probably won't, but it's got to stop. This is not a black and white damn thing. We need to be in a together thing, guys. And I know it might take another 100 years to get that way, but I don't want to see another innocent person die to the hands of a damn trigger happy police officer, white, black, Mexican, or other. It makes no sense. We're trying to live our life the best way we can, doing for our families and stuff, and then we take a chance, and especially as black men, to walk out the house. Every time I walk out that house, I don't have 100% chance of walking back in my house if I get pulled over by the wrong police. Wrong police. Okay? So listen, man, to those people in this video, white, black, Mexican, other, who stood out there and stood up for that young man, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I can say is thank you. And thank you, Jesus, for letting that man still be breathing today. Still is breathing today. Man, Danny, you just don't know how good that did my heart to see that doggone video, man. Because you don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
You know, you
do not.
You absolutely don't see it every day. So man, listen, y'all. Listen, we need more people like that. And me and Danny is not just preaching to the choir. Me and him too. If we see some injustice somewhere, we got to stand up and say something. You understand what I'm saying? We can do this, y'all. We can do this. You see how those police backed off when everybody came together, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't shoot that boy. They couldn't shoot that man down like a dog in front of all those people.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for nobody, if nobody was outside, Danny, 9 out of 10, that young man would have been dead this morning.
Yep.
You know? So again, people, thank you guys. Thank you guys for standing up for what's right. And keep on standing up for what's right, guys. You understand? And I'm so glad. I sent this video to Danny, and Danny was like, "Oh hell yeah, let's do it." You know, he was ready, passionate about it, because that video right there, guys, is something to be passionate about.
Yep.
All right, but then on another note, Danny, I got to tell you this: the pastor video, right? So I got some couple of emails, and I presume they was pastors or something, right? Who's saying that I was so wrong for making that video about our pastors. So I kindly replied and said, "Did you not read the title? Some pastors. Some pastors are just that way." Guess what else I emailed him back, Danny? I said, "Sir, if you're a pastor and you're not that kind of a pastor, then I applaud you. But there are pastors out there like that, a whole lot of them, and it happens more often than not." And I ended the email, Danny. I just said, "But you know what? A hit dog will bark every time."
It sure will. And it is like, you know, and this is where, you know, I try to come in and I speak about things, and it's like, yeah, we, you know, it's where people take our message wrong. And there's people that sit back and they wait for, you know, they wait for you to say the one thing that they want to reply to, and they don't hear the rest of it.
Right.
And that's where it's like, you know, just like I mentioned about the police and what we're doing right now, and mentioning about, you know, and even talking about the past. I mean, number one, you know, it's like that the thing that pastor was doing, he's been doing it for years.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's sitting back speaking about, you know, leading the congregation and everything like that, and being a leader and everything. And he's like, well, you know, I'm human and don't forget about my past. But then when you turn around, you ask for forgiveness for something, and then you go do it again. And then you ask for forgiveness, or you want something to stop, or you're talking to your congregation, and you put the foul, you know, you make yourself look bad. And then, you know, after you get to forgiveness, after you move on, years go down the line, everything like that, then something else come up. Right. And it's a constant controversy. Mm-hmm. And we're not talking to every single pastor.
Exactly.
We're talking to the ones that are sitting back, and, you know, you are the wolf in sheep's clothing. You are the one that is sitting there you're bringing women to your congregation for one thing, and that's for your selfish needs. Mm-hmm. There are pastors that do that. That, you know, and it's like, this is not, and again, there's a difference between a pastor that makes mistakes and a pastor that's, you know, a habitual narcissist.
Right.
Okay. There's a difference. And, you know, and I mean, it's just, it's when you sit back and you have to look at yourself, and you got to think about your own moral code. And are you going to be that type of person? Can you be the one that to go out there and lead a congregation? He went to go do it, and he's leading the congregation for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
And this is evident. This is not our personal opinion. This is evident. It is evident.
Say it again.
It's the woman that he started it and helped build the church with. He was cheating on her, and he was, and before they even got together, she knew he was a cheater. And then they got together. She forgave him. She went. She did everything she did. She left him because of his continuing infidelity. Now it's like you cannot. There's a thing where it's just, and this is me. Again, I cannot. I can't, and I can't sit back and put my moral compass on someone else or anything like that. But if I'm going to sit back and you make the mistake once, and then you turn around, you ask for forgiveness, and you do something, then you make that same mistake again, and and this is years later, and it's like the only reason that you're asking for forgiveness is because you get caught.
Right.
You're not. This is a person that is, in my eyes, he is just wrong.
Just plain
He is
wrong.
wrong for trying to have a church. He is wrong for trying to lead a congregation. You're not leading a congregation to the, you're not, the fruits of the spirit are shown in your works, or I'm not going to even try to quote the Bible, but I know exactly what I'm looking for. It's in Ephesians, and and someone will catch and know what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to try to quote it, but it's your works. It's like it's what's inside you, and it's what's going to show naturally. It's what's going to constantly be there,
right? And
him constantly bringing that. And now somebody else wants to sit back and say, "Well, I need to defend him." Why do you want to defend him? Look at the evidence yourself.
Right.
I mean, if you are a pastor and you want to sit back and say, I'm going to come out and it's wrong for you all to get on there and say, and it's wrong for you to bring this out in the public. Number one, I'm sorry. I'm not the one that told him to go sleep with multitude of women. Exactly. At his advanced age, he goes and gets a minor.
Not advanced age.
Yeah, at his advanced age, he goes and gets a minor pregnant.
Right.
I'm sorry. That is just not right. That is not. There's nothing right in what we as our society is what we're expecting. It ain't right. I wouldn't do it, and I don't want to see no man like that to go and do that to any of my children or any of my cousins or anything like that. Any women in my family, right. Any women that I call a friend. I don't want someone to just sit back and just take the people that are in vulnerable positions and they're trying to come to someone to get counsel and to get to help them out of a situation, and you just use it to your advantage.
Exactly.
That ain't right, man. That's not right.
That's why we did the video. That's why we did the video. And when I see that injustice from a preacher, not only from him, I'm gonna put you on here. You can believe that, because see, you're the worst kind. Those preachers like that, I believe you got a special place down there for you. Talking about the word of God, but carrying out the devil's work. So yeah. So hey, but anyway, man, listen. So tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's my birthday. Okay, so we're
gonna wish this man a happy birthday. We're gonna celebrate his birthday.
That's
y'all.
right. That's
so
right.
Make sure you go to his Facebook, you go to his Instagram. Y'all need to be wishing him a happy birthday. We're gonna be looking for it.
Right. So Danny, of course, I see you at the spot tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
And then we got another. The next one we're gonna do, which will probably be Friday. We're gonna have Anthony back on, and this is gonna be a good one also. What you sent me, Danny. That's gonna be a real good one also. So guys, listen. Let me say something real fast to you guys. Guys, we are building steam. This podcast is building steam, guys. Okay, I just got some good updates from YouTube. Sent me some encouraging messages and stuff like that. Let me listen for all of our subscribers that have subscribed so far. Thank you. Okay, truly from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, guys. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
If you haven't subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe, the like, the notification bell, okay? Because we're going to keep bringing you these hot topics, y'all, okay? We're going to keep on bringing them to you. We need you guys to support us. We need all the subscribers we can get, and we're gonna keep on bringing you this, doing the good work, bringing you guys this good news. So with that being said, Dan, you got anything else for the people?
Nope, I do not. I mean, just like you said, you said it all. So, hey, again, we need you to like, we need you to subscribe. We need you. We need you, people. We need you out here. Liking our content, and giving us content to talk about. I mean, we're looking at things. We catch things on the news. We do a little bit of investigation, and then we exchange notes with each other, and that's what we get on to talk about. We like, and we just get out here and we talk about it. So hey, we like the messages, we like the emails. We will respond, just like we respond about the pastor.
Mm-hmm.
We respond about some other people,
Mm-hmm.
good and bad. We will talk. We're going to be bringing a guest on here. So yes, if you even if you're just willing to like, hey, I like this, I want to talk about it, and I want to get on your show, we will let you get on this show.
Absolutely.
We don't mind bringing people on, talking about it. We ain't gonna be attacking you. We ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's not what we're about here. We don't care what you want to talk. If you got a subject you guys want to talk about, this is a safe place to come talk about it, because we're going to discuss it, whether we agree with what you're saying or not. We're going to discuss it and trying to find out why you feel that way, and for you to try to find out why we feel a certain way. That's where we got to get to, guys, with this dialogue. Okay. All right.
Yep.
With that being said, guys, listen. Happy birthday to myself again, a day early. Danny, I'll see you tomorrow at the restaurant. To everybody out there, y'all be careful. If you ain't off from work yet, have a safe trip home, and we'll see you guys later. Love you guys.
All right.
Peace.
Love you.